Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Just a few days ago, Vin Diesel teased FURYA. This is, of course, RIDDICK 4. And he teased it by way of a few images. One was an AI-generated piece of artwork, and the other looked like a storyboard. Now, bearing in mind this was previously announced in 2019, so this is quite old news in terms of a RIDDICK 4 happening. We hadn't heard anything for quite some time at all. A very, very long time have we heard anything about this series, franchise, movie, whatever you want to call it. And now, off the back end of that semi-announcement, we have confirmation from Vin Diesel and Entertainment Weekly that it's a go. This is 100% happening. It's got the green light. Vin Diesel to reprise role of sci-fi anti-hero Riddick in RIDDICK FURYA. Great name, I guess. The actor will be re-teaming with the writer-director David Twohy for the fourth installment of the franchise. So, whether you think that's good or not, who knows? However, this is what Entertainment Weekly had to say. While the RIDDICK films may never have achieved the commercial success of a certain other Vin Diesel starring franchise, the Fast and Furious, the actor has not given up on his sci-fi anti-hero, who was last seen in 2013's RIDDICK, which I actually, personally, really enjoyed that film. I said in my previous video and on the HCast live stream, side note, check out the link in the description box for the live stream channel, that, Pitch Black, it doesn't really hold up. I know I'm going to cop a lot of flack, just wait. The visual effects really do let it down, and there are certain elements which are a little bit campy. And although it's charming, and I still love the film, it doesn't massively hold up. However, what worked about that film was Riddick, just as he was, against aliens, being a bit of a beast, as it were. And almost like a predator, Yautja, in human form. And now, RIDDICK, the 2013's one, that was very similar. It went back to basics, removed the necromongers from the equation, and now RIDDICK FURYA. Hopefully, we'll be doing very, very similar things. So, look, I'm keen on it. I'm not going to say that this is an astounding franchise, but I'm keen on it, and I don't hate the series at all by any stretch. So, Vin Diesel announced on Friday that he is re-teaming with filmmaker David Twohy for RIDDICK FURYA, the fourth adventure in the future set series. Twohy has directed all of the previous films in the franchise, which was starting with Pitch Black, which coincidentally, for those that don't know, actually stemmed from an Aliens pitch. If you didn't know, it was a retooled Alien script, which I guess maybe makes sense as to why it's so good. Anyway, and then obviously went to Chronicles of Riddick and then Riddick itself. Now Vin Diesel will star in and produce the movie under his One Race Films banner alongside Samantha Vincent. In the film, because we've got our first details, ladies and gents, our first details. Riddick finally comes back to his home world, a place he barely remembers and one he fears might be left in ruins by the Necromonger Empire. But there he finds other Furyans, fighting for their existence against a new enemy. Alright then, where's the Necromongers gone? Anyway, some of these Furyans are more like Riddick than he could have ever imagined. And here's our logline for this film, or at least some elements from David Twohy from a statement. He says, our legion of fans have demanded it for years, and now we're finally ready to honour their call to action with RIDDICK FURYA. My collaboration with Vin and One Race has spanned 20 fruitful years, as together we've created 3 movies, 2 video games, which are very highly regarded, an anime production. I know a lot of people tend to like that film. Or production, whatever you want to call it. Motion comics for the internet. Haven't seen them. That's a new one on me. But realistically, if we're just taking a look at that element, that's quite a big, that's a franchise. That is actually a franchise, Got 3 movies, 2 video games, an anime, and comics. Bloody hell. Bigger than I thought it was. And I knew of the video games and the anime and, of course, the movies. This new big screen event will see a return to Riddick's homeworld, where we finally get to explore Riddick's genesis. Now, we don't have a release date for this. I don't know either if we have a studio attached to it. Now, obviously, Vin Diesel's own One Race Films will be producing the movie, so I guess you could say that that's the production house, the production studio. But there will, of course, inevitably be a studio attached for distribution. They will be working alongside them. They'll fund an element of it as well, of course. I don't know who that is. I don't know whether it will automatically revert back to the previous studio, whether he's kind of half sold the rights to it. It doesn't sound like he has. I don't know whether it's Universal, because, of course, his Fast and Furious films, they're not really coming to a close because he's now teased another one, for goodness sake. He has teased Fast and Furious 11 because he's talking about trying to get Robert Downey Jr. back in there. Oh, well, not back in there. Robert Downey Jr. has never been part of the Fast and Furious franchise. But he's teased Robert Downey Jr. He wants Robert Downey Jr. to be in the next film. So, anyway, who knows? But look, what do you guys think? Honestly, what do you guys think about this? Because to me, I'm keen for it, you know? We always complain and we moan. We want something new. We want something different. Where's all the new franchises? Well, here you go. Here's something which someone's trying to create. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be any good. You know? I didn't really care for the Chronicles of Riddick. I thought it was fine. I preferred just Riddick, personally. Again, I think Vin Diesel as an actor works when he's not really delivering that many lines, and I think his character of Riddick works when he's, again, not really interacting with too many people and more just fighting off aliens. Just being a gruff badass, generally speaking. So I didn't care much for the Chronicles of Riddick. Liked Pitch Black, but again, I wouldn't watch it again. Definitely don't watch it now. I watched it not too long ago, and it was laugh out loud funny. And then Riddick, which I actually did quite like. So, look, I'm keen for another one. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. If you are, and if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe, share it for more. Thanks, guys. Take care.